Hey guys, this is Rogue again with a video for my Not a Guru. Just a silly name I came up with for this blaster, because anytime you put a split fire underneath of anything, people are quick to say that you're copying the Guru, which is a Nerf crossbow with a split fire under it. But this is actually an Expand A Blast, and it has homemade internals by Louie, my homeboy that is just absolutely crazy with homemade stuff. But he made the internals and the slide breech for it. I had originally had the stock internals, which are pretty massive in the Expand A Blast, and I had toyed around with it a little bit and just couldn't make it do what I wanted it to do. So I sent the Expand A Blast up to Louie, and he toyed with it for a while, and he came up with some internals for it. It's got a really short draw, but this thing still packs a punch. And then I got the split fire from Kid Flash on Nerf Haven. Thanks, Kid Flash. He hooked me up. It was completely bone stock, which is amazing. And so I put PETG barrels, and then went ahead and nested 17/32 brass in them and plugged the pump. So that's what's going on. As far as the blaster, I added the tethered ramrod to help push the darts down into the barrels of the split fire. So it helps out. You don't have to put your finger in there or anything, or worry about losing a ramrod during a war. The really interesting thing about this blaster, if you notice, I do have the split fire is held on with mechanical fasteners. There's just a tiny bit of hot glue just to keep things steady, but I made these brackets, this one and then the one on the other side. So the split fire shell has not been cut or anything like that. It just has one small hole here, and then on the other side I actually used one of the screw ports up front, so I didn't have to make any other hole in it or anything. So there's actually only one hole that I added to the shell, so more or less the whole split fire is still completely intact. Split fires are just amazing blasters, man. If you guys ever had the chance to get one, get one. But anyway, the thing that's really unique about this Expand A Blast, like I said, Louie made the homemade internals, still utilizes the stock trigger. It's just modified. The cool thing about this is that it has a slide breech. Design again that I had told Louie that I wanted this thing to accept end strike clips, and so he came up with this. I had cut the shell, like I said. I had tried to work with it and do what I could, so I had cut the shell, but Louie's the one that really made things happen here. You can see a sneak peek of his internals there. But the cool thing about this is, because the clip sits sideways, you can single load this thing. You know, put a single stiffen in the breech and close it. Or you can take your end strike clip and put your end strike clip in it, and now you've got a clipped Expand A Blast. If you're wondering what this is, I took a Recon stock and mechanically fastened a 1/2 inch PVC coupler in here, So now you have got a pretty comfortable blaster with a good top shot with good rate of fire and pretty good range, and then you've got an underslung blast of 2 darts that hits the same or may actually even outrange the top shot by a little bit. Split fires definitely have some hit to them, but the stock is nice, and it's mechanically fastened too, so it's not going anywhere. But I'm gonna go ahead and fire a couple shots from the old Not a Guru. And it's definitely a pretty cool blaster. That's the Expand A Blast. Here's the Expand A Blast again. Here's the Expand A Blast one more time. Oops. And here's the SplitFire. So it's pretty capable. It definitely does pretty well. The breech can be a little finicky, depending on your dart fit. That last shot from the Expand A Blast didn't really fire the way I wanted it to. My dart fit was a little too snug, but that's just what happens sometimes with these kind of complicated breech systems. But I mean, all in all, it works pretty well. I used it in one war, and it just took me a little bit to get used to, because I normally use one of my long shots as a primary. So it's definitely solid and more than capable, and I like it a lot. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Again, thanks to Kid Flash, and thanks to Louie, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.